Hey, what's up, everyone? Let's play in some makeup. Well, I shouldn't say play, but let's sit pretty for a while I put on or do a small tutorial in a supple, normal application. So I've already washed and primed my face. The product I just shown you was an SPF 30 sunscreen. I typically like to put that on after I have cleaned and primed my face. It just, sets a great canvas for my makeup. Help close those pores. Now, let me say I am not a makeup artist, but I do know how to apply makeup. So, yeah, I'm not a makeup artist. So just kind of letting that adhere or adhere to my skin. Just getting my product together, which should have already been done. So normally when I am doing my makeup, I always start with my brows. And let me advise you, I'm only going to be using very minimal makeup tools today. Reason being, I'm moving and I'm packing and stuff, and I don't want to have to go through the hassle of, digging all that stuff up and things of that nature. But the pencil that I'm using on my brows right now, that's just a lip liner. So I'm just, taking small sort of strokes on my brow there. Typically when I do start my brows, as you can see here, I am going to start midway up the brow and pull out. Using, I guess you can say those are small strokes. But I lightly press on the brow. I'm not, pushing down with full force on my brows, being that I don't want them to be very dark. So I'll just pencil in that brow there. And as you can see, I'll take my fingertips and just blend that out. And I'll also pull that same color towards the front there as well. Just so, everything is blended and I don't want any harsh lines or anything like that. So as you see there, I'm kind of like pulling that towards the front of my brow. I don't like to start that with the pencil because I don't want, dark, deep, like brows. So, and I feel like when you start at the front of that brow, it just kind of makes your brows, hard. So, and that's not what we're going for. Nice and supple. And again, I like to start with my brows, and then I like to do my eyeshadows and things like that, just so if there's any fallout or anything like that, it's easy to clean and I don't have to mess up my foundation. So that there is, as you can see, it's being used. It's quite some time. That is my concealer. I do believe that is NC42, if I'm not mistaken. But again, I'll apply just a little of that on my brush. I'm not picking up spoonfuls of concealer, so I just barely tap it in there and I will place it on the bottom of my brow bone there. Pull it down to just the top part of my crease or my brow bone. I won't pull it all the way down to the lid, being that I don't want, to have, I'm not going to be applying, a full shadow to my face. So I just pull it down to where I really want it to go. And of course, blend those out, marry those into the skin there. So as you can see, I'm starting about halfway there where the arch starts. Really small strokes, pulling that over and out. And once I've gotten that cleaned the way I want it to be cleaned, I'll then start pulling that product down. As you can see there, I pull it down just about to there, to the top of that crease bone. And then I will blend that out again because we don't want any hard lines or lines of demarcation. So I just blend that just until it looks, married or it looks uniform. Just looking to make sure my eyebrows look similar or close to. Yeah, my hair got stuck in my necklace. I was gonna leave it, but my nerves are too short for that, so I had to fix that. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to take the remaining product that was left on that brush from when I did concealed my brows. I'm just gonna use, the remaining product to apply that to the lid of my eye, just so that there is something there, because you definitely can tell when makeup is on a portion of the skin and it's not. So I just put it there and I'm now blending it out. Again, I want this to be very supple and clean. So now I'll get ready to start concealing my T-zone under my eyes. Now when I conceal the bottom portion under my eye there, I don't pull that concealer all the way down my face or my cheeks. I only kind of leave it near the tear duct area, right in the upper corner of the eye. And I also do, I guess you can say that's my laugh lines, but right around my nose, I like to conceal that because it just makes everything, look, if you ask me, it looks a little young. It pulls everything out, and it just looks nice. So I like to pull those lines out as well. So again, I'm just reblending in that crease area. So that there is my Studio Fix. That is, of course, Studio Fix is full coverage, but I use that to kind of blend in the lid or on my lid, just to set that little concealer that I put there. I usually use that Studio Fix for everything. I contour my nose with it. I use it as a shadow color. I also will use it on my lips as well sometimes. So yeah, I like her. So I'm just kind of blending, that lid. I guess you can say I'm sealing it so it don't have any lines or creases in it. Baby, her hair is blowing in the wind. I had to go get my fan, y'all, because I was hot. When I do my makeup, sometimes I start to sweat. So there you can see I am using or about to apply my foundation, which is NC45. It's a water-based foundation. I prefer water-based better than the Studio Fix foundation, just because this water-based, it's really light. I can apply just a little doodabs there, and it will give me a really nice coverage. And it doesn't feel weighted. Now in the past when I have used the Studio Fix Full Coverage Foundation, very heavy, beautiful coverage, I should say, but I can definitely tell I have makeup on when I use that, especially when it's time to, clean my face at the end of the night. It's just, when that makeup is off, my face feels so light. But when using this water-based foundation, my makeup, it feels light. Like, I can tell I have on makeup, and it's, but it's real light, and it doesn't have that heavy feel. And also, if I wanted to do a full coverage with this water base, I could just build it, and it would still give pretty much the same as the full coverage foundation. So I'm just taking a pressed powder poo for sponge there, and I am applying that foundation all over the skin, being sure that I go under the neck, somewhat down the neck. Again, this is a very nice, supple, natural-esque makeup tutorial. So again, I'm just blending and making sure that I pull that foundation out. Being sure I glance off every now and then at the bigger mirror, because I'm like really applying this on my little soft vanity mirror. So now I am just going to blend out the concealer under my eye. So I'm just pulling that down and out, making sure I conceal under the eye there. Don't want to be having raccoon eyes, that's for sure. And if I were to be doing more of a higher glam look, I would have possibly pulled that concealer like down onto the apples of my cheeks. But not going for that tonight. So I'm just still fixing my concealer. I think I put just a little bit more on that brush, but I used, of course, the side that I'm using now to apply it. I didn't use the opposite end to pick up extra, because again, I want to keep, everything soft. Right above the top of the lip. Now I'm just going to marry that foundation, or that concealer I should say, into the skin. Just kind of pressing on those areas just to solidify that concealer, being sure that it adheres to my skin. So now I am going to be using my highlight press powder to set my concealer. And that's from Clinique. And I'm going to be honest, I don't remember what shade that is. I just got it and mixed some stuff with it and kind of came up with my own little color that works best for me. And hey, that's okay. to each his own. You got to do what works for you. So just taking that product and pressing it on top of that concealer. Again, marrying the both so that everything becomes one within the skin. Hitting the top of the lip and the top of the chin. So now I am just fixing the foundation with a little powder. Being sure that everything is blended and looks well. You can never go wrong with blending. And let's just say you don't have one of these pressed powder sponges or poofs or whatever they're called. You can blend your makeup very nicely just using your fingertips. Now, I don't really like to do that because your fingers get dirty enough when you're using all the correct makeup tips, but to just be doing it just because, yeah, no, absolutely not. Girl, sit down, honey. So it's always a must to have in your makeup kit a bottle of setting spray. Now, I don't know what happened to that. I think I maybe dropped it. It wasn't spraying, but trust me, she's gonna get that to work there. There we go. You got to set that makeup, and that is, if I'm not mistaken, that's when I buy NYX. Is one of their dewy setting sprays. I love a good setting spray. Oh my gosh. You got to have the setting spray and the dewy setting spray. Well, some people may, some individuals like to have a matte face, but she's not one, so she's not gonna be putting matte on her face unless she's going for a high glam photo shoot or something of the sort. But yeah, even then, she wants her skin to look like porcelain, glass. So I'm just taking my bronzer there. That's another product that I love to use on my face. I love a good bronzer. That bronzer just gives you a really nice sheen. It looks clean. It gives you a beautiful glow. So I definitely, if I don't put on anything else, I'm going to be putting on some bronzer, taking that around the forehead, and of course up and down the cheek and cheekbone there. Using my fan brush. And another thing you can do too that gives a really nice glow, you can put some light orange blush on your cheeks and then put a little pink on top of that. Blend those two colors out really well and then apply that gold bronzer. Oh my gosh. Lovely, beautiful. So, also, I'm not going to be putting on any lashes in this video on this tutorial, being that, for one, I don't know where there are, and two, I don't even think I have any. So we're just going to be using some black mascara just to bring some definition to the eyes. I am going to coat my eyelashes generously. We definitely don't want to be looking washed out. So we're going to be applying the mascara. So I'm going to set these and then I'm going to come back to them later on because I just want to allow the mascara to dry and again adhere to the eyelash follicle. I guess you can say I'm gooping it, girl. There we go. So I'll let those work their magic and let that kind of dry a little bit. Girl, stay sitting down. I had to get up and check my face. Sitting kind of far away from my mirror. So I'm gonna take that Studio Fix, and again, I use the Studio Fix for everything. I am going to contour my nose. Now, I don't use deep, dark browns and blacks and stuff of that nature to contour my nose. My best friend introduced me into using the Studio Fix powder there to contour my nose, and it just makes it look so natural. You know, it's not like you're looking at me and I got two, expo markers or magic marker lines drawn down the center of my nose. We're not giving that. We ain't finna give it. And whoever is giving that, okay, never mind. I prefer to use this method. And if I really want that nose contour to pop, I'll just take my highlight powder or my concealer powder and I'll go down the sides of my nose, on the outside parts of my nose where that contour is. I'll just clean it up and it'll make that nose contour pop. I'll also take some highlighter and just dab on the tip, pull it up the nose just a little bit, pinch my nose just to give that contour a more defined look. And that's her contour nose. We don't got, even if I was going to be putting on a high glam face, I would have did the exact same thing. I just probably would have built it a little bit more, but nothing would have changed. So I'm just highlighting my Cupid's bow with that little highlighter kit there I just showed you. So there's that pencil again. That's the same exact pencil that I filled in my brows with, which is a lip liner. And it is the color Coffee. I just picked that up from a local beauty supply. So when I do my lips, or I contour my lips, I always go over the top of my lip just by a little bit, not a lot. I definitely don't want the top of my lips to be touching the bottom of my nose. I'm not trying to give that. I don't want to give that. But I definitely will go out around the perimeter of my lips, top and bottom, and I'll blend that as well. Whatever you do, please remember, blend, 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 even your lips. And especially those corners. If nothing else, blend those corners. So that's pretty much it for my lips. I'm gonna add a little gloss on that just to, make that pop and to also blend that liner as well. And that's just some pink lipstick from the local beauty supply. There we go. Mwah, 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 mwah. Mwah. So I have married that together. I'm still looking washed out, as you can see, my eyes, because I don't have on lashes. So again, I will be definitely putting on more mascara just to wake my eyes up. So here I'm just cleaning up my edges. No, she's not wearing a frontal. I used to wear frontals and the full 360 full lace front wigs, but I just was never really good at laying, those frontals down, or that lace that on the side, just over the ear and around the ear. I just could never get that. It was just always just not giving what it's supposed to give. My best friend also hooked me up and said, well, girl, just get you some frontals. Oh, since I've tried frontals, that has been my thing. They're very easy to put on, apply and go. I'll just, lay my own edges, blend those out and things of that sort, fix those up. And girl, we on the go. I ain't got to worry about gluing all that down on the, absolutely not. Pass me by. And again, I'm no makeup artist or hairstylist. So, but I am going to kind of, lay my edges down, give them a little life. Because as you could see before, they were dead. They hadn't been through it. I have to remember, don't have a R, B, F face. I had to think about that. Oh my gosh. RBF, I don't know why it took me so long to. I've been smoking. But yeah, so I got that done. Now we're gonna work on the rest of the hair. Wake her up. Give her a little bit of life. This is a really good spray bottle that I have there. That spray bottle is immaculate. In the meantime, while I'm wetting the hair up, I'm wetting myself up too. But that spray bottle is phenomenal. Baby, she sprays out and it don't take her no time to keep my hair all supple and wet and, bring her back to life. Look at that. Yes, ma'am. Make it make sense all together. And I didn't apply any product, being that I had already had product in my hair. I just needed to wet it just so it could reset. Yes, ma'am. She feeling herself now, honey. So I had to go and grab my earrings. I must say, for me, earrings are my power. My power lies within the earrings. If I don't have on a pair of earrings, I feel so off kilter. Look at that, baby. Look how good she look. Baby, those earrings had, dang it, those earrings had woke her up. She's up now. So that highlight powder come palette, I am just going to mix a little pink and I think it's like a nude or something, but I'm just gonna put that on the high point of my cheekbones, just to also give that supple sheen type of look. Taking a bigger fan brush and just blending that out. Again, we don't want to see any harsh lines or lines of demarcation. Let's clean those fingertips. So as you can see here, I'm going to take that same black mascara and I'm going to reapply it to my eyelashes, being that I need more definition, and again, it's just going to make my lashes appear to be a lot more full, being that I'm not wearing any falsies. And let's be clear, if I was wearing or to have on lashes, they would just be small enhancements. It definitely wouldn't be anything egregious. I'm definitely not going to be giving Miss Snuffleupagus eyelashes. We're not going to be giving those. For me, that is played out. I'm not going to be walking around with 301s, 101s, 100s, all of them. I'm not doing that. That's just too much. Weighing my lids down like that. I want to be able to see. So I like to stay with the natural-esque lashes. Even if, again, this was a glam look, I'll mascara my real eyelashes and I will just apply a real small, sometimes extra small or small pair of falsies there just to fill in my natural eyelashes. So I'm just going to take there a liner, pencil, marker, whatever it would be. I'm going to apply that to the lid as well, just to also give my face and my eye area a little bit more dimension. I don't want to be looking washed out. Y'all, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like to apply liner. It just don't ever work out for me. And let's not talk about putting on a wing liner. Ooh, putting that wing on there, baby. That is just, we're not gonna do those unless the look calls for it. So typically I'll just put it on from the tear duct part of my eye to the opposite end of my eye, and that is it. I make sure that it's clean, it's uniform as possible, but baby, she's not getting into all of that. Absolutely not. As you can see, I'm pulling it into the inner corner of the eye. There she go. Yes, ma'am. Baby, she feel herself now. I had to turn that fan back on because I was again beginning to sweat. Definitely don't want to sweat. Again, just cleaning that liner, being sure that it's setting where I want it to set. And also I use that liner to just clean up the little small mess that the mascara made on the lid above there. So I was just disguising some things. Yes, ma'am. There you go. There she is. And so you guys, you can achieve this look with a very minimal makeup product and utensils. And hey, if I wanted to go out and have a drink or two, I would be ready. Like, I put my outfit on and out the door. Again, we want to look supple. We want to look dewy. We want to look like skin. So we're just going to eat that skin up with that setting spray. She's going to wet it up. There we go. Let that cool. And baby, she's good. Supple. That's the only thing I can think of. Supple. Beautiful skin. It's glowing. It's clean. It's what it is. Yeah. And a lot of people like to know how to get my skin so smooth and pretty. Years ago, I used to go get lasered. I think that's really the key. Something about that laser machine, when it hits that skin, it makes that skin give what it's supposed to give. Indeed. Baby, she feeling herself. Yes, ma'am. Get you a piece. Well, I definitely hope you guys enjoyed watching me do this look. I definitely enjoyed it myself. Baby, she is really feeling herself. And again, I hope you guys liked this tutorial, or you enjoyed it, or it was informative to you. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe.